Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just a picture in the frame. Pause. I paint word pictures on the canvas of life.
I'm everywhere in public.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Damn.
It's the Resistance. Back at y'all with another live stream. How y'all doing tonight? Appreciate y'all joining in. Shout outs to everybody in the stream. Resistant level is feudal. Perfect sense resistor. It's showtime. Let's go. What's going on, y'all? What's going on in news today, man? We know that McMichael situation is moving kind of smoothly. We do know that. Shout out to Knowledge. That's moving smoothly into federal court. Okay. Motor City Free Press. What's up, bro? Harold Shields. Got a little lineup for us tonight. Something to look at. Something to be shocked from. You know, something to make our eyes look like 50 cent pieces tonight. In other news, ladies and gentlemen, look what we got going on. Y'all know these? Do anybody know these dudes right here? Well, if you don't, I'm going to tell you who they are. They are the copycat killers, okay? I'm sorry, let me take that back. They didn't kill nobody, but they are the copycat actors of the McMichaels. So let me tell you what happened. This is what happened, right? They shot at a FedEx driver. FedEx driver was in their neighborhood. They had a problem with him. And they did the same tactical moves that the McMichaels did to Ahmaud Arbery. As you can see, their book right now. It's crazy. Can't believe they did that. But let's get into some quick print real quick. Mother talks about her son, the delivery driver who was shot at in Brookhaven. A FedEx driver in Brookhaven is shaken up after being shot at last week after delivering a package.
Are you listening?
According to police, father and son Gregory and Brandon Case were arrested in an attack on the driver. Demontario Gibson. The incident happened January 24th on Junior Trail inside the city limits of Brookhaven. According to Lincoln County jail records, Gregory Case is charged with conspiracy and his bond has been set at $75,000, while Brandon Case is charged with aggravated assault, shooting into an occupied vehicle. His bond has been set at $150,000. Gibson's mother, Sharon McClendon, said the whole thing has given her great anxiety as she thinks about how similar her son's case is to others that have made national news. When my son called, all I could do was think of Ahmaud Arbery. She posted on her Facebook, "People that is not of color, please stop. People that is not of color, please stop. Think everyone doesn't belong in a certain neighborhood. My son was at work doing his job when his van was shot up and almost chased down because someone felt like it was a strange vehicle. He works for FedEx." This is crazy, y'all. This is like a copycat. Only thing that happened is he didn't kill anybody. They didn't kill anybody, but they shot at the man. Shout out to Perfect Sensory Sister. She just sent me a message that the music is too loud. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me turn that down for you. I'm so sorry about that. Got to give the news clearly. Gibson said he was leaving as he noticed a white pickup truck parked across the road. He tried to drive around it, but found Brandon Case standing in the middle of the road with a gun. He tried to go around Case by driving in the grass, and Case allegedly shot into the delivery truck several times. The cases then allegedly chased Gibson in his delivery truck until he got to I-55, police said. McClendon gets emotional talking about it. "I felt so angry. I felt anger in my heart.
Are you listening?
It literally dropped. All I could think about was Ahmaud's case, but my son is still alive to tell it. The area in which the incident happened has been Gibson's usual delivery area for more than 7 months. So the idea that someone would take shots at him is beyond those who know him. Never in a million years would I have thought this would happen because I know my son has never done anything but work," said McClendon. "He's had 2 jobs since he was about 18. He's never been in trouble. He's always been a smart child. I never would have thought of him having to face this on his job. He was driving a marked truck. They saw him deliver the package, and that's when they came for the attack." McClendon said people of all races and from all over have reached out to her and Gibson, most saying that they knew Gibson from his deliveries and expressing anger and upset at the situation. She said she's not sure how the police are handling it, as she's not sure how the evidence was handled from the scene on that day. And she's not sure about the charges. The thing that made me the maddest was how long they let this case sit. Aggravated assault is not going to fly with me, she said. We're waiting on the DCU to touch down. They're coming. The FBI and the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation are investigating the case. Both Gregory and Brandon Case turned themselves in today. I hate that my son got put in this situation, McClendon said, but I'm glad it was me because I'm strong enough for the fight. So there go your copycat attempted murderers right there. Okay, same tactical moves that they used on Ahmaud Arbery. These 2 jerks tried to do on a FedEx driver. Like, I mean, where these dudes live at? Under a rock? How did they not know about the Ahmaud Arbery case? And how did they not know about the McMichaels and Roddy Goofy Bryant? I need the strain of the stream in the chat, Perfect Sensory Sister. We need the strain of the stream. We need the strain of the stream so this thing can flow smoothly. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. I see a lot of people came in. Let me get a quick rundown real quick. Jenny James, I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on. Letters are looking all blurry. Jenny James, shout out to Jenny James. Grab it hard. Perfect Sensory Sister. Angela Pike Greer. How you doing? Jamaica Auditor 7777. What's going on? I always drop in on Sundays. Well, not all the time, but I always coast through Jamaican Order 777 Sunday church. Shout out to Jamaican Auditor 7777. Wake up, American Resist. What's going on? Knowledge. Vinny Strolio. My man Vinny Strolio. Yo. Do it for the people. School these time cops again tonight. You know it. Yes, sir. Harold Shields, my man. Shout out to Cali for sure. Motor City Free Press. Oh, yo, I appreciate y'all. Let's get into some news. What I got next for y'all? Oh, a little quick clip of these copycat attempted murderers. Y'all want to see this little quick clip real quick? Keep you abreast on these jerks.
A father and son are arrested in Brookhaven allegedly for shooting at a FedEx driver on January 24th. The Daily Leader reported Gregory Charles Case and his son Brandon Case. A father and son are arrested in Brookhaven allegedly for shooting at a FedEx driver on January 24th. The Daily Leader reported Gregory Charles Case and his son Brandon Case turned themselves into Brookhaven police today. Gregory Case has been charged with conspiracy and is being held on a $75,000 bond. Brandon Case has been charged with shooting into a motor vehicle and is being held on a $150,000 bond. Both men were booked in the Lincoln County Jail.
Fools.
A father and son.
Those dudes. Listen.
Are arrested in Brookhaven allegedly for shooting at a FedEx driver on January 24th.
Them dudes is goofy right there. Shooting at a FedEx driver. That is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what we got next? Let's see. Oh, shout outs to Mike Jones. Mike Jones sent me a little something. Little news that's going down here in Massachusetts. They're finally figuring it out, but we've known for years how they get down in Massachusetts. This little piece of news right here I'm talking about.
5 Investigates is raising questions about the state's take on a new report about racial disparities in traffic stops by police. This is a topic that our Mike Beaudet has been researching for years. And Mike, what makes this report different?
Maria, the study is actually required by the new hands-free driving law, which prohibits holding your phone behind the wheel. While the analysis is new, the results are pretty much the same as other studies have found. White drivers in Massachusetts are more likely to catch a break than non-white drivers. It seems like to catch a break than non-white drivers. It seems like the state is painting a rosier picture of the results.
That's the impression I had as well.
St. Edward's University criminal justice professor Karsten Andreessen reacting to the state's press release about new traffic stop data. It paints law enforcement in a positive light. The statewide analysis found no support.
But listen, who didn't know white people didn't get more breaks than black people? Who did not know that? And I'm not bringing up no racial thing, and it's not about color. Not right now, it ain't. Because I'm the first one to double down and say, yes, it's always about color. It's always been about color. But what I'm just saying, I'm just asking a question. Who don't know that white people get more breaks than black people? Who don't know that? Come on now.
For patterns of racial disparity in traffic stops. When you hear that, what message does it seem like the state is sending about traffic stops?
Nothing to see here, folks. Let's move along.
But the data about what happens after a traffic stop that's not included in the press release is not so positive. White drivers were more likely to be given a warning than black and Hispanic drivers. And white drivers were less likely to be searched after a stop.
We're talking about people perhaps being discriminated against based on their race and
That's crazy right there. But we already knew this.
ethnicity and receiving more serious consequences. This is an issue that everybody's known about for, at least 20 years.
Andreessen would know because he was a researcher for this report from 2004. This one also commissioned by the state, and this one finding the same racial disparities. The fact that the new data mirrors the old data, does that mean Progress has not been made?
In my opinion, progress has not been made.
5 Investigates has also done its own analysis. Our 2017 report on state police traffic stops found black people were about twice as likely as white people to have their vehicles searched. And other studies have found.
Look, I jumped because I heard that news that I've known for so long that I messed the sequence of the video up, but I'm gonna get right back there real quick. But we know this. For those who visit the Resistance platform all the time, you can just go by my videos. How many traffic stops are black and how many traffic stops are white on my whole platform? Very few white people, but a lot of black people.
For, at least 20 years, more serious consequences. This is an issue that everybody's known about for, at least 20 years.
Andreessen would know because he was
20 years. It's a situation that we've all known about, but the news chose to ignore it for 20 years. That's the reason why I'm playing it. It's 2 reasons. To bring awareness to people that don't know, and to call out fake news for not bringing attention to this years ago when it started to become a problem.
Was a researcher for this report from 2004. This one also commissioned by the state, and this one finding the same racial disparities. The fact that the new data mirrors the old data, does that mean progress has not been made?
In my opinion, progress has not been made.
5 Investigates has also done its own analysis. Our 2017 report on state police traffic stops found black people were about twice as likely as white people to have their vehicles searched, and Hispanic people were almost 3 times as likely to have their vehicles searched.
The government, public safety agencies, medical facilities.
That's a shocker for me. I thought blacks were on the top. I thought they were on top when it came to that. That's the real shocker that Hispanics are, more likely to get their vehicles searched more than blacks and way more than whites. I thought it would be blacks, Hispanics. I'm sorry, I thought it would be white, Hispanics, and then black. But, news to me. Okay.
All have these disparities and these problems, and they should just sort of say this is a bigger problem, and we're going to focus on it in all of these areas.
Now, part of the law that required this report also allows for the state, together with the Attorney General, to require police departments showing bias to undergo training. The state and the Attorney General's office tell us they're reviewing the report. Mike Beaudet, 5 Investigates.
That is crazy because we already knew that shit. We already knew that news right there. Now they putting it out there. And if they don't go ahead, I showed that consistently for almost a year straight. Consistently. Shout outs Wake Up America and Resist. Loyal resistor, loyal supporter, appreciate the donation. I know you don't like me to say that, but I gotta show you my appreciation. Shout outs to you, homie. So, somebody made a comment about this. David Hilltop said, how many judges allow cops word in a courtroom with only their hearsay? Okay, a lot of judges. Perfect Sense Resistance, she said, you don't discriminate when it comes to tyranny and corruption on your platform, so if someone implies that, they are certainly wrong. Yeah, I don't discriminate. I don't care where it came from. I mainly focus on this country because this is where our problems are happening at. But, if it came from out the Mediterranean Sea, I'm going to make sure y'all see it. If there was tyranny and corruption going down on the surface of the Mediterranean Sea, you get that too. I do not discriminate against tyranny and corruption. Jenny James, some judges are as corrupted as the police. Why many crimes are committed by the police department and they are not held accountable? Fucking biased shit. It definitely is. Rhonda Ross Hunter said terrible. Yup. Very, very terrible. Real quick. Let's shoot to a commercial. Hit the lights! Everybody about to get killed out here. Like it for everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to send y'all over to Facebook real quick. Facebook.
Are you listening?
Facebook been treating me real nice lately, and I gotta let y'all know, shout out to everybody that's joining in on me from Facebook. First of all, I appreciate you. And those who are joining in from YouTube as well. But I just gotta, get people aware where it's hot at, where it's getting it at. And it's getting it on Facebook right now. I cross-stream on Facebook and YouTube every time. I don't discriminate when I distribute the tyranny and corruption for y'all to see. But just want to give some thanks to the people over here on Facebook who's helped my videos shoot through the roof. First of all, the condescending tone of Baltimore County Police in relation to the senior citizen, Rena Mellerson. Remember that when a cop somersaulted Rena Mellerson into her own front yard? Well, I put the conversation from Charles Stark, ID 88, Incorporation Doctrine 88. He had a conversation with one of the police officers. And that thing shot all the way up to almost 80,000 views. That's right here. Almost 80,000 views. And y'all could go see that on the Resistance platform and on YouTube. The Resistance. Also, it's another video that y'all shot up straight through the roof. Let me get to it real quick. Of course, we do know about the James Hunt video. All right, we're at 500,000 on that. Shout outs to y'all for that. We are at 500,000. Killer cop James Hunt admits in his official capacity that he kills motherfuckers. He said that. Okay? Y'all might want to go over there and check it out if you haven't seen it. And look, the shares on this joint is crazy. The share, y'all go over there yourself and see what the shares is. I'm not even gonna click on it. But the shares are crazy on this joint. I got another one that's crazy. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Hold on. Oh, crazy cop shoots a victim civilian for no reason. Victim civilian gets cuffed. And as you can see, I made an error right there. I spelled gets wrong. Probably Russian. But that shot up to, that's almost at 300K. So I want to thank y'all for that. And for those who haven't seen it, go over there to Facebook and check it out. I believe it's on YouTube as well, but Facebook is just where it's at right now. So I'm promoting one side more than the other, okay? And I think, I have free speech. Fuck them. Fuck the other side. Simple as that. I don't give a fuck about them. They can stay to the wayside. And, I'll still put content on there, but Facebook is where it's at. Yeah, I said it. One more video I want to show y'all. The Ladies Beware video. Maniac Cop. Phoenix Maniac Cop. That thing is almost at 300,000 right here. I just had to, share that with y'all because if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't have happened. Shouts to everybody. I appreciate that. Moving along. Okay, cop arrives through construction zone. He drives through construction zone, threatens construction worker. Now, I can't pronounce the page, so I'm gonna let y'all get a look at it real quick. Let me blow it up for y'all. That's the name of the page right there. I'm not even going to try that. but y'all see it. Shout outs Dragging That Transparency. Kenny Powers, Barnes Durrell. Appreciate y'all coming in late. No problem. We hanging out. Rhonda, the gang is all here. The gang's all here, y'all. Make sure y'all share that. So more of the gang are coming. You know, the resistance gang. Yeah, back to this, though. Cop drives through construction zone, threatens construction workers. And that's the name of this channel. I'm not going to begin to pronounce that because I will fuck it up. And that's real. Let's get into the video.
Run it. What's your name? Have run it. Can you please tell me your name? Have you fucking run it. I can. You just committed a crime. I committed a crime? Yeah. What crime? What's the code, bro? You I don't know the code, but you drove through a blocked off area. It's a safe work zone law in the state of Rhode Island. Okay. So you committed a crime. You just said it's private property. Yes, but it's a safe work zone area. I've had people arrested.
So I can't do nothing about the recording. This is a construction worker creating an objective record of a police officer who's basically destroying the work that they just done maybe, minutes earlier or so. And what's going on is he painted white lines down the street. The cop, thinking he's above all humans, decided to ride through the work that the construction workers done.
For this already. I guarantee you haven't. I guarantee I have. In the city of Pawtucket, yes, I have. But they drove through my coned off work area and blocked up work area. You gonna let me go? What? You gonna move? No, I'm not moving.
Shout out to Wake Up Americans just for that super chat. Appreciate you. The officer is still insisting on going through, destroying more of his work. Okay, fresh paint. Y'all looking right at it. Fresh paint on the ground. Officer could care less. Listen.
I don't know that way. You're gonna wait for the paint to dry now. What's your name? Have your trooper run my shit. What's your name? Because your trooper runs my shit. Not only to go fucking hook his ass up, I'll come hook your ass up. So now you're threatening me under the color of authority?
Wow. He just said, it sounded like he said, have your trooper run my shit. Because if he run my shit, not only am I going to hook his ass up, but I'm going to hook your ass up. That is crazy right there. This dude, spoiler alert, he's in his official capacity. Okay? He's threatening right now. He's not acting appropriately under the color of law.
No. Yes. What's your name? See, why won't you tell me your name? Because you know you're wrong. So you're going to threaten me to have me arrested. Oh, McAllister. Okay. Yeah. What's your first name? Why are you scared to tell me? Because you know you're in the wrong right now. I'm not scared to tell you. Yeah, then why won't you tell me? Yeah, I know you don't have to, but you obviously you came up here. You threatened me. You came flying through my work zone. Because you couldn't get through. I thought this side was open. No, that's...
Resistant level is futile. So the police officer wasn't chasing after nobody. He just thought that he was somebody special and drove through a construction site. That's exactly what happened. This is the construction worker right here holding his camera up, ladies and gentlemen. No fear. No fear, because he feels as though that this officer should be held to the same standards that every private citizen is held to, okay? Who the hell is he? He's not better than anybody. Not at all. You're going to come and run your big truck through the construction site that they work hard on all day. And it look like it's summertime. We be seeing them construction workers working in the summertime. It be hot as hell out there, and they be working hard. And this cop come do that. Shout out to all the city workers all around the country in every state, because I know y'all work hard. I be looking at y'all. I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. I'm keeping it real. Okay, so for this police officer to come down here and do this, yeah, something needs to happen. He needs to be held accountable.
That side was closed. You drove to that side, which is closed, right? Yes. Okay, so you just pulled that. You came up flying through here. Flying? Okay, yeah. 5 miles an hour. You're 5 miles per hour. Now you're yelling at me. You're threatening to have me arrested. And your name is McAllister with what? What do you work for?
John Denicola.
The department, what was it? The Defense Department? Yes. What was it? U.S. Defense Department. U.S. Defense Department. Yes. So you're completely in the wrong right now.
So he works for the U.S. Defense Department. That gives him a reason to just to just destroy taxpayers' dollars. Taxpayers' dollars down the drain. That paint ain't cheap. Okay? That's not cheap at all. Them fixing the street, that ain't cheap. All those materials and stuff, he done wasted a lot of money. It should come out of his pocket.
You just drove on private property, threatened the people working there to have them arrested because we tried to stop you from driving on it.
You don't legally run people's plates, dude.
No, it's not illegal to. It's not illegal to. If I have a lawyer contact you to pay for the damages that you caused, it's not illegal.
Damages?
The Pete that is on this ground now. You just drove on private property, threatened the people working there to have them arrested because we tried to stop you from driving on it.
You don't legally run people's plates, dude.
No, it's not illegal to. It's not illegal to. If I have a lawyer contact you to pay for the damages that you caused, it's not illegal.
Damages?
The Pete that is on this ground from your tires will not. It doesn't come off.
Okay, let's see where the paint is on my tires.
That's fine.
So look, watch this. Now he's going to get out. He just initiated it. He just said, let's see where the paint is at on my tires. Police officer, defense dick, whatever he is, he initiated to let's go see. Watch this.
This, that, the tire right here, look. See that on your tire?
Paint all on his tire. All on his tire. These dudes work hard to put that down. That ain't no 1, 2, and we done type situation. That takes time. That's why they had the street blocked off, but the police officer didn't give a damn.
Tire, that's paint from driving through wet paint. So, again, you're in the wrong. Oh,
look what he just did. Just was used his hands as the motion, like, okay, and look at him. Wow.
This, that, the tire right here, look. See that on your tire? That's paint from driving through wet paint. So, again, you're in the wrong. Oh, there's more back there, too. Let's go see what's back there. Come on, Mr. McAllister. Officer McAllister, I'm sorry.
Oh, now you'd be all respectful.
No, I'm not, you're not respecting me. I don't have to respect you.
The dumbass cop can't even tell when somebody's being condescending. He's only saying his name because he's such a dick.
Dude, you're lucky I'm on duty right now.
Whoa, another threat. Another threat. Did you hear that? One more time.
Officer McAllister, I'm sorry.
Oh, now you'd be all respectful.
No, I'm not, you're not respecting me. I don't have to respect you.
Dude, you're lucky I'm on duty right now.
You lucky I'm on duty right now. So what? If you wasn't on duty, it would have been worse for this man. Listen to the words these police officers say. You're lucky I ain't on duty right now. That means whatever he was going to distribute or would have distributed, it would have been worse than what it is right now. The man probably would be dead.
Because if you were, you'd have some power, but you're not, so you don't. So you just look at right
that's
there.
Not even me.
Tire mark, tire.
That's not me.
Tire mark, tire.
That's not my tire.
Yep, that's your tire.
He's saying that's not his tire mark. Okay? No, the man didn't mention anything about any other people coming through. He the only one that came through. He the one that didn't abide by the law. He told him in the beginning, he said, you breaking the law.
Run it.
What's your name?
Have run it.
Can you please tell me your name?
Have you fucking run it.
I can. You just committed a crime.
I committed a crime?
Yeah.
What crime? What's the code, bro?
I don't know the code, but you drove through a blocked off area. It's a safe work zone law in the state of Rhode Island.
Okay.
So you committed a crime.
You just said it's private.
If any, usually it's always a detail there when the construction guys are working because you have some unruly drivers who don't pay attention and not respectful to the city workers who are out there, working on the street. So they have a paid detail out there. So he should know. Out of all people, he should know to respect that. Okay? To abide by that law right there. You can't just, if any one of y'all would have went through that construction site and there was a paid detail there, it would be your ass.
Your property.
Yes, but it's a safe work zone area. I've had people arrested for this already.
I guarantee you haven't.
I guarantee I have. In the city of Pawtucket, yes, I have. But they drove through my coned off work area and blocked up work area.
City of Pawtucket.
You let me go?
What?
You gonna move?
I'm not moving. You're driving that way. You're going to wait for the paint to dry now.
He had the nerve to say, "Are you going to let me go?" He already drove halfway through it. Now he got the nerve to say, "Are you still going to let me go?" He said, "No, you got to wait for the paint to dry."
Alistair, I'm sorry.
Oh, now you're gonna be all respectful.
No, I'm not, you're not respecting me. I don't have to respect you.
Dude, you're lucky I'm on duty right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
because if you were, you'd have some power, but you're not, so you don't. So you just look at right
That's
there.
not even me.
Tire mark, tire.
That's not me.
Tire mark,
That's
tire.
not my tire.
Yep, that's your tire.
Wait, that's not my tire. Look at that.
Yeah,
I have 12 and a half inch.
Yeah, because it didn't catch the whole thing.
No.
That's the same tire print all the way
That's not
around.
the same tire print.
Yep. This is all you. So now, would you tell me your name, your first name, who I can contact when we have to get this paid for? Because we're not paying for this. This is like a $200,000 job right here that you just ruined, trying to be a tough guy and have people and come around threatening to arrest people because you couldn't get your coffee.
You said you're gonna falsely.
Falsely what? It's not falsely run your plate when a lawyer runs your plate to send you a summons because we're suing you.
Okay.
Right. So, I
There's
mean,
no way this pay costs $250,000.
no, the parking lot did. The asphalt that this will not come off of did. So now they're going to have to come here, heat up the asphalt, rake it back out to get that paint out of it.
Okay.
He is not concerned about the taxpayers' dollars that he just wasted by doing what he did. Man just explained to him all that they have to do to come and fix the problems that he created. The man just told him the disdain. Not only do they have disdain for the public, but they have disdain for their city workers. Okay? Kind of like some of them are like their counterparts in certain ways. You know, like police and fire, they go hand in hand with each other. They deal with a lot of calls with each other. Police and EMTs, police and construction workers. Like, he should respect this. But no, not this officer.
So, what's your first name?
What's yours?
My name is Nicholas Kelly.
Okay. Yeah, my name is McAllister.
What's your first name? Exactly.
Okay.
Well, you have a nice day.
In his official capacity, because he said, "You're lucky I'm on duty," the only thing he give up is McAllister. He should have recorded the man plates. That's what he should have did.
Those arrows are soaking wet. You're not going that way.
Wait a minute. We got some. Well, we had Brian Hauser say, he says, "You are whack." I'm pretty sure he's speaking to me. Wait a minute. Let me put some beats to this shit. Brian Hauser says the resistance is whack. Well, let me tell you this, Brian Hauser. I've put my life on the line about 200 times to preserve the rights here in the United States. So, Brian Hauser, up yours, my friend. I really don't give a damn. Kyle Lee, you buy searching. These people can't even write. You buy searching. You want to say you be searching for these type of videos. It would take you down into similarity of racism, tribalism. Don't let the small percentage represent the majority of the good. Most of the uneducated don't know the difference. Hope you better than that. Don't fuel racism. No, Kali, I don't fuel racism. I show racism. And see, this is entangled into the Constitution. So if you have racist police on the force, white supremacist police on the force, they got to go. And as long as they're on the force doing their bullshit, I'm going to be the one to show it. I'm not promoting racism. You don't make any sense. I'm promoting racism. The racism is already there. We just need to put it up in people's faces, all the way up in their faces, so they can see it. Now, if you don't like what's going on, Kyle Lee and Brian Hauser, you can come on up. This is what I'm going to do to you. See, I don't run away from you guys. You guys don't mean nothing to me. Majority of your comments that you make are none of my business. So I'm going to put the link in the chat, and we can talk about this like men, okay? We don't need no keyboard warriors. And we don't need to be wasting any more time on your patty cake asses. So hit the link if you want to talk about it. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. This is my platform. It's the Resistance.
It's the Resistance.
All right, fine. We'll have some fun.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Sorry for the disruption as well. We're moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. No pony will stop this show right here. This will continue to go on. They can nag, they can bitch, they can cry all they want. If they want to be the lovers of police, let them do their damn thing. I'm going to expose it. The bootlickers too. I be damned. Next, ladies and gentlemen, from one of my favorite pages off of Facebook, Vicky Doza Tattoo. Sheriff's Department caught on camera using decoy pedestrian to entrap drivers and write tickets. All right, wait a minute. We have a guest. Welcome to the Resistance platform.
Love your work.
Excuse me?
I love your work.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
I love what
Appreciate
you do.
you.
I love what you do. Yeah. Sorry, it's
Thank
dark
you.
in here. It's nighttime.
No problem. Just for protective reasons, I'm going to keep that veil up right there. I don't usually show people the first time that they come up because people got to tell me to do things that, could get me in deep trouble. So I'm just going to keep that veil up. How you doing, man? I appreciate you coming up.
Well. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Where you joining in from, Facebook or YouTube?
From Facebook.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to watch this video with me?
I do.
All right, let's get into it.
Lights, people are getting pulled over for this because Essex County Sheriff's wants to need to be careful if you're driving in Newark, anywhere near Roseville Avenue, coming straight across Roseville Avenue, right by Roseville Church, before you get to a crossover there by Orange Street. The Sheriff's Department has this lady right here crossing back and forth across the street because they're trying to fill their ticket quota, and they have her crossing in front of people's cars, and if you don't stop for her, she's calling in with her walkie-talkie, giving them your license plate, and they're pulling you over at the next corner to give you a ticket for not letting a pedestrian cross because the Essex County Sheriff's Department is trying to fill their quota.
Wow. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. If anybody ever seen that, please put it in the chat, but I've never seen that before. Shout outs Breaking the Flaw. He said, where's the beats? Here we go. But what we got going on is near Newark, New Jersey. Sheriff's Department caught on camera using decoy pedestrian to entrap drivers and write tickets. So the lady was just explaining, have you ever heard of that, Steven? You ever heard of a decoy?
Yes, they do all kinds of stuff with cars and that. They put decoy cars so people will the bait cars, I guess. Knowing that these communities are impoverished and people are just trying to survive. And so they put these things out there. It's terrible.
Wow. Kenny Powers said, Rossi Ave, are you shitting me? He must be familiar with the area. Exactly where is that at, Kenny Powers? Is that in Newark, New Jersey, or is that close to Newark, New Jersey? Let me know, bro. Dragging that transparency. She said, what the fuck? Let's get back to the video.
Watch this lady walk back and forth, and everyone is getting tickets. If you're not stopping for her, she's gonna pull out. Just watch her. She's gonna walk over here. She's gonna walk over there. She's gonna walk over here, and people look at the people down there. You see the lights? People are getting pulled over for this because Essex County Sheriff's wants to fill their ticket quota for the year. Now tell me, how is that even legal? If you can't legally get your own number of tickets.
Hey, look, shout out Dragging That Transparency. She said entrapment. She said entrapment right there. Baiting people in, and that's illegal. That's illegal right there. Wow. Shout out to Dragging That Transparency, putting that out there. Entrapment. That's definitely what that is. Newark, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen.
Filled out a sign from the citizens. You're telling me that illegally you're going to place somebody to walk the streets back and forth to give people tickets for not letting the pedestrians cross? Wow. How many times are you going to watch her walk back and forth? This is the Essex County Sheriff's Department doing this on Roseville Avenue in Newark.
In Newark. It's in Newark, Essex County Sheriffs. And where do y'all think they get this lady from? Where you think, Stephen, where you think they get this lady from? Like, I mean, I hate to go to shoot to the worst thing. Like, would you think that she's an addict? Like, you think those are the people that they target for those type things?
I wonder. I mean, are they part of one of the police officers' extended family? Say, just someone to volunteer. So I don't know. I don't know where they get these people to participate in their conniving.
I'll be damned.
That's crazy.
Money.
So if any people out here with their cars on the road, try to avoid Roseville Ave and Orange Street, because this is totally illegal. And she's calling the cops down the street to tell them I'm recording her. But legally, you can't do anything about it because I'm well within my rights to use my phone.
Shout out to William Sharon.
Well, Jay Nevius, whoever you are, well, if it's not legal, if it's not illegal, it should be. So please, if you up here to give me any reasons why this should.
So somebody in her live, she's recording this live, and somebody responded and said that it's not illegal to what she's doing, and what the sheriffs and her corroborating together to write license plates down for those who don't comply or stop when she's crossing the street. Somebody just said in her live that's not illegal. So somebody drop it in my chat. Is it legal or is it illegal?
Be okay? Please get your ass off of.
Steven, you think it's illegal?
I don't know. They do so many things like that. I mean, this is part of their strategy. With the bait cars, they'll take a car and park it in a community that's impoverished, and they'll leave the keys in it. And there's people around there who need money. I mean, they need to survive, and they see an abandoned car with the keys in it. They take it. It's like the people are hungry, and so they put food out there. The food in this case, like, is the car. They put it out there, knowing that it's going to be stolen, knowing that these people are hard up to survive, and they do. This is their one of their usual tactics. So I guess it's legal because they do it so often.
Hey, I got Wes Estevan. I got Wes Estevan from Facebook. He said they tried doing this shit in Somerville, MA a few years ago, Massachusetts. They got shut down real quick after someone posted a video of it.
Yeah.
Wake Up America and Resist says totally wrong. And it just seems like something for them, another way for them to drum up revenue.
Right.
It's crazy.
They take advantage of people. When people they don't make the money that the police generally make. They're at the higher level wages, I guess.
That's horrible. Look at her. She got the walkie-talkie in her pocket. That's horrible. Only Essex County Sheriff's Department. If you see a Spanish lady with a blonde ponytail, don't drive past her because she's trying to get you a ticket.
Shout out's Breaking the Flaw. He says, if there was enough complaints, and I'm pretty sure he mean they would stop this typically. Otherwise, it's revenue generating. I bet there's dusty rape kits or body cams to review. Yeah.
That's a damn shame.
You were sitting ducks.
She's showing right now. She's showing the sheriffs down the street because the lady is calling in, recording mentally the plates and calling them in, and they're down the street pulling them over. So that's what. If you're wondering why she's not having the young lady in her subject anymore, in her camera anymore crossing the street, is because she's focusing down the street where the sheriffs had already pulled people over from the calls that she put in. That's crazy.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Look, how many times you gotta keep crossing back and forth? Look, this is horrible. I'm trying to wait to see so I can actually catch the people getting pulled over up there. Hey, Lissy.
That's what I call an occupational hazard right there. That's a dangerous job right there. First of all, you get hit. Is there any insurance with this? What if she gets hit?
Yeah.
I bet you the police would pull off. I bet you the sheriffs will pull off.
Right. We got a call. Then they book.
That's crazy.
Messed up. It's messed up.
Wow.
This is what they're doing here on on Roseville Avenue, going across the Orange Street. The Essex County Sheriff's Department has this lady walking back and forth in this crosswalk in front of cars so they could get them. She's after she walks across and they don't stop for her. She's calling on her walkie-talkie to give them people's license plate, and they getting pulled over at the next corner for getting tickets for not letting a pedestrian cross in a crosswalk because Essex County Sheriff is trying to fill their quota for tickets for the year. Look at this. This is horrible. I never go live, but I'm going live for this because in my city, this is ridiculous.
Listen to this. Listen to this crazy shit. William Sharon.
Dirty pool.
A cab driver told me that he got a ticket for refusing to take a disabled person in a wheelchair in his cab. The disabled person was an undercover cop. Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. It's just dirty. Just taking advantage of people.
Shout out to William Sharon for that comment.
Bernice. Look. And she probably doing a little bit of racial profiling too. Because it's more blacks than anything. Look, well, here's the sheriffs. They're recording me now. Horrible.
Sheriff
I guess I'm about to get in trouble.
I didn't see this part. I don't know what's going to happen. It'd be interesting if the sheriffs approach her.
This is horrible.
Can we help you too?
Oh,
this is
wow.
my daughter. I could record things on my phone. I'm on the Facebook Live.
No, you can't actually, but when it actually interferes with...
But I know what y'all doing. I do.
Oh, wow. I'm going to take it back. She said I can record on my phone.
Absolutely.
I'm on Facebook Live. He said, no, actually you can't.
Bah.
Not when you're interfering. I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah. You cannot trespass the eye anywhere in public. You can film anything you can see.
There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Right.
Like, you know that, people. There's no expectation of privacy.
You create privacy. It's not on the public.
Daughter, I could record things on my phone. I'm on the Facebook Live.
No, you can't.
Absolutely can.
But I know what y'all doing.
So what I'm trying to say is when you do that...
Can I keep my phone up because I feel a little nervous? Y'all two men, y'all sheriffs, and my daughter's pregnant. I don't...
Okay, good. Okay, here's the problem, man.
can
What's
record
your
all you
lab?
want. You record it, no, you gotta go because you're disrupting our details.
Wow.
Oh, they're calling you out on it. That's what they're doing. That's
Yo,
what she's
this
doing.
is crazy. Did you hear what he did? He
See how they
said
make
you
up
got
stuff.
hope right now.
I do.
So what I'm trying to say is when you do that,
Can I keep my phone up because I feel a little nervous? Y'all two men, y'all sheriffs, and my daughter's pregnant, and I don't.
Okay, good. And here's the problem, man. You can record all you want. You record it, no, you gotta go because you're disrupting our details. It's like
I know you are.
You can't do this because you're gonna, you're disrupting our detail. Then we can lock you up. Okay?
Really?
Wow. He said that.
It's your
Okay,
busted.
he's lying. He's straight lying right now.
Yep.
He is
Yeah,
not
absolutely. Yep.
an officer right now. He is not a sheriff, okay? Not at all. First of all, yes, Supreme Court has ruled that an officer can lie, but that's only to gather information during, you know what I'm saying, especially during an investigation.
Right.
Not breaking the law.
But not
Anyway.
not at the onset.
Listen, he's lying to her, and he's not. And when he does that, he's definitely just stripped his qualified immunity. Just straight went down the road. But he's lying to her, telling her that she has to go. First of all, that's a federal violation right there. That's a constitutional violation. That's a First Amendment violation that he's just infringed upon. All right. So that was number one right there. And then he lying, saying that, if she continues to record, that she's interfering and he could lock her up for that. We all know that interfering is physical. Physical.
Yeah.
We all know that. Wow. A smooth one, because she done already got the objective record, which we're looking at.
Yes, we can. Okay.
Come on, all right, come on, let's go home.
We're out here because the state's making us do this.
Okay.
Not because we feel like saying, you know what, let's go here. No. People getting hit when they're getting, kids got hit. We're out here.
Of course. That's
not because we feel like being here. I got better things to do than just.
They cannot go out there and operate any way they want. They have to operate within the law as well. Police officers have to follow the law, even when it comes to catching criminals, catching people committing violations.
But they created the scenario that people are going to violate.
Yeah, and they got to have a probable cause. They can't create no probable cause.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's all manufactured. The whole thing.
Come on, let's go home. Okay. Come on, let's go home. Don't get arrested.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. You can film. If you're in public, you can film anything you can see. You cannot trespass the eye. You have to create privacy.
Resistance level is futile, said pedestrians had a right of way, but they also have to make sure that it's clear before you cross.
Right. And she was walking out there when cars were already in motion, headed that way. That was their trajectory. She stepped right out.
That's straight setup. That's a lawsuit against the county.
Golly. And these guys just act with impunity. There's no accountability
at all.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So that's from the Facebook page, Vicky Doza Tattoo, and I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's the video right there.
Need to be careful if you're driving.
This one right here, Sheriff's Department caught on camera using decoy pedestrian to entrap drivers and write tickets. And that's from one of my favorite Facebook pages, Vicky Doza Tattoo. Make sure y'all go over there. Yep, that's what it is right there. Got one more coming up. I got one more video coming up. I think I'm going to do this one solo dolo, Steven, because it's kind of long.
Okay. Hey, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for all you do.
No problem, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you coming up.
Thank you so much. You have a great evening.
You too.
Are you listening?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Just wanted to recognize y'all real quick.
That was cool.
Why not?
That was cool, man.
Recognize y'all real quick. Jack off Jack. Of course, my man Kenny Powers. Got another video coming up. It's a little lengthy. It's called Bicyclists Being Harassed by Cops. Pulls out paper with law codes. He was ready. He pulled the papers out. They must have been messing with him for a while for him to have papers on him to spit out code. Puts cops to shame. And this is also from the Facebook page, Vicky Doza Tattoo. But before we watch that, just wanted to Dragon of Transparency. Dragon of Transparency still hanging tough. She says implementation of putting innocent people into an unlawful position of breaking laws is illegal. That is facts right there. I just said it. They can't create no probable cause. They contracting with a private citizen to get people pulled over. That is the craziest shit that I've ever heard right there. Hold on one second. Let me. Shout out for Perfect Sense putting the strain of the stream up in the chat. The strain was so hard I forgot what it was. Let's go. Breaking the flaw. Search LAPD Central Traffic Pedestrian Decoy Detail. I might get on that another time, breaking the flaw. Appreciate you for suggesting that. Definitely. I got this next one coming up. It's a little lengthy, so I'm going to stick with the program, but breaking the flaw, appreciate you, my man. Harold Shields, for sure. Shout out to Cali. Harold Shields. Renetta Williams, the queen, all the way from Wynn, Arkansas, joining in from Facebook on the switch up tip. Shout outs. She says, I am blocked from your page. What? On YT. Oh, man, what is going on? The shadow ban is real, ladies and gentlemen. The shadow ban is just, I can't stop it. It's their shit. Let me explain something to y'all. I just filter news through this platform. YouTube is where the shadow ban is crazy. I just filter news through it, okay? They do not agree with the news that I filtered through because it doesn't go with their narrative. They have a whole different narrative, okay? And believe me, this shit is real political. If you don't think YouTube is political, then, you're just stuck in a bubble. But this shit is crazy, and if you don't rock with what they want you to rock with, then you get things like this. Renetta Williams, the queen, all the way from Wynn, Arkansas, talking about I'm blocked from your page on YT. I'm going to check up on it with Renetta Williams. I'm sorry about that. Shout outs. Wake up America and resist. Appreciate you. He says, either private or public, let's support this work. Okay, my man. Appreciate that. Breaking the Flaw says in Bridgewater, the prison called the cops on press NH now and iron script flipped them by making sure all the prison workers stopped at stop signs. Cops ended up giving tickets. Okay. All right, so we're going to get into this video. Once again, it's called Bicyclists Being Harassed by Cops, pulls out paper with law codes, puts cops to shame. I want to see this one. This is off the cuff, too. I didn't even watch. I just watched the first few minutes, though. Vicky Doza Tattoo. That's the Facebook page. Let's go.
Amazing. What can I do for you, sir? Yeah. Huh? Is that yours? It's my bicycle, yes, sir.
Okay. So just want to let you know it's been recorded?
Yes.
All right. So the reason for the stop is, so you riding it, and you got no license plate on it, registration.
It's an electric bike, sir.
Okay. So you got turn signals?
It's just a bicycle, sir.
Like a bicycle?
Nah.
What?
to get this on your camera.
Sure. Is that your registration?
Yes, sir.
Shout out Perfect Sense Resistor for the super chat. Appreciate you. Charles Stark in the house. ID 88. Incorporation Doctrine 88. Once again, Perfect Sense Resistor. I appreciate that. Moderator of the stars, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect Sense Resistor. What we got going on here, though, in this video, is two cops pulling over a man who got some type of motor attached to his vehicle, which is a bicycle. Okay? 2 wheels and a little tiny motor. But the thing is that these police, because he has some type of electric contraption hooked onto his bicycle, they want to treat it as a car, okay, as a vehicle of commerce. So they're trying to, ticketing, maybe even confiscate the vehicle, maybe even lock him up if they can. Let's continue on.
State of Oregon,
Okay.
defines electric bikes as bicycles. Bicycles in the state of Oregon don't require helmets. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so bicycles don't require license, registration, and insurance, as you know.
So that's a moped, not a bicycle.
It's an electric moped. It's not gas whatsoever, sir.
So electric moped, turn signal, stoplight, you still need to have a registration.
No, sir.
Okay.
This is actually convenient, sir.
Okay.
All this stuff is there for a reason. So is there a way I could get your supervisor to come out here, please?
My supervisor's not on until 2.
Yes, sir. Because your supervisor probably know the laws. This is actually my 4th time being pulled over for the same thing. So actually, we're just documenting the harassment, actually, at this point.
So what would you pulled over for?
For the same thing.
No, where?
Oh, Irrigan.
Irrigan?
They came out, pulled me over, realized it was an electric bike.
All right. So, cop was very interested to hear that the man said he got pulled over multiple times. See, they like to use that against us, trying to raise the fact that, well, if they pulled you over so many times, then something was wrong. Bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. Bullshit. He seems like he's very friendly, very, absorbing. He's taking up all the information that bicyclist is giving to him. But he's trying to catch him up on words, and he's also thinking on his head, what can he bring against that bicycle that has an electric contraption hooked onto it?
Talked to Officer Adams, where they verified that this is under 1,000 watts, and it didn't require license, registration, insurance. They let me go. He said he put an email through the whole department. Obviously, you guys are outside the department.
Yeah, he's a county sheriff or city police.
Yeah, he's a little above over you guys. So
hold on. He just happens to be on duty.
Yeah, thank God.
59, 25, 20.
Can I get some business cards while we're waiting here, please?
You have a license or identification?
I don't require any of those things whatsoever, sir. This is a bicycle, sir.
Well, at this point,
let me pause this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I just heard the doorbell ring. I got my man ID 88. He just stepped up. He's in the green room. I'm about to bring him in. Incorporation Doctrine 88. What's going on, my man?
Hey, it feel weird being late, man. It's like I left the team down.
No, not at all. I was waiting for you. I know you said you was coming in. But were you able to see anything before you came in, or no?
No, I came in raw. What's going on? Talk to me.
So we got a video playing from off of Facebook page, Vicky Doza Tattoo, and the title of it is "Bicyclist Being Harassed by Cops Pulls Out Paper with Law Codes Puts Cops to Shame." I'm just going to take it back a little bit.
Oh, I've seen this. This is in Washington or something like that.
Oh, so you already got your dissection ready?
I've seen it. Yeah, these cops are idiots.
Let's go.
Word.
You know the laws. This is actually my 4th time being pulled over for the same thing. So actually, we're just documenting the harassment, actually, at this point.
So what were you pulled over for?
For the same thing.
No, where?
Oh, Irrigan.
Irrigan?
They came out, pulled me over, realized it was an electric bike. Talked to Officer Adams, where they verified that this is under 1,000 watts. And didn't require license, registration, insurance. They let me go.
So let's get into that. I got a situation here in Massachusetts where a lot of young kids like to wear scooters. I'm sorry, like to ride scooters, right? And I hear that it has to be under a certain wattage or something. It has to be under a certain capacity, the motor that the CCs and some shit like that. Not really too familiar with it, but that's what he just said to the police officer. It was under 1,000 CCs, I guess.
Oh, Irrigan.
Irrigan?
They came out, pulled me over, realized it was an electric bike. Talked to Officer Adams, where they verified that this is under 1,000 watts.
Under 1,000 watts, he said. But
Hey, you know what I would say? You know what I would tell the police officers? What was your probable cause of a crime to pull me over? Why are you interfering with my right to travel free and unencumbered in the United States? What crime did occur if you put your lights on? Why are you bothering me? You want to lose your qualified immunity? You want to give me your surety bond? You want to violate the 42 U.S. Code 1983? Why are you talking to me?
That's what I'm talking about right there. They had no reason to even deal with him because he wasn't even committing a crime. He wasn't bothering nobody.
That's an infraction. That's a feeling. It's not a crime. No, it's not based on municipalities and policies because policies aren't law. Policies are for employees. They're not for the common. They're not for us. That's a good question, Jaganette. They're not. Policies are only for employees, and if you follow them, you're acting as an employee. And it has to go down to commercial. It all comes back with commercial law and how all these people are employees of ours. That's why they're public servants per se. They have to actually sign a clause. they're technically foreigners actually, and so they operate in the Foreign Agents Act of 1938. That's why they have to have oaths of office and such. And so if they don't provide that, then they're operating out of scope of their authority, operating out of office, and they don't have jurisdiction. That's what it's municipality, corporation, town, those city, those are all corporate, those are all commercial terms.
Okay.
And it didn't require license, registration, insurance. They let me go. He said he put an email through the whole department. Obviously, you guys are outside the department.
Yeah, he's a county sheriff or city police.
Yeah, he's a little above over you guys. So,
so hold on. He just happens to be on duty.
Yeah, thank God. Can I get some business cards while we're waiting here, please?
You have a license or identification?
I don't require any of those things whatsoever, sir. This is a bicycle, sir.
Tell him.
What's the probable cause?
And at that very second, that clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Why are they bothering that man? Why are they interrupting with his locomotion? That clock is ticking right there. $7,700 an hour.
Wow. Shout outs, Wake Up America and Resist.
Well, at this point, until I can verify this is it is where you're telling me.
Sir, I have.
It's just a traffic stop. I have a legal entry here.
Oh, sir, just to
What is your name?
Just to let you know, sir, this is not. I'm not in traffic whatsoever. I'm actually privately conveying my bicycle.
I like this guy.
All the officers in regards to him being able to ride it.
Look at them. They're dumbfounded. Wow.
Trying to come up with some shit.
Wow. It's retaliatory.
Here. Before I answer any legal questions, I'm contacting my attorney.
Thank you.
So,
Okay.
Wow.
What are you do, sir?
That's an illegal detainment. That's an unlawful arrest. I mean, come on.
Be able to go because electric bicycles don't require license, registration, insurance. I mean, you as law enforcement should know this better than anybody.
Amen.
Actually, I'd like to know your city manager's name and information, please. And I'd like to know your mayor's information, please.
Wow, he's digging in their ass.
That's what they get.
Shout out to Renetta Williams back on YouTube. But listen, I bet you they don't even know the city manager name.
They better. Hey, and if they don't, it's irrelevant. He's asking pertinent questions because it's on body cam.
Yep.
You're making a traffic stop. I'm not. You're asking for documents I'm not required to have.
Rewind that real quick.
So, do you have any idea on
Here. Before I answer any legal questions, I'm contacting my attorney.
Okay.
Okay. What else can I help you with, sir?
So I'm just trying to work with you.
I'm working with you right now, sir. Actually, I'd like to be able to go because electric bicycles don't require license, registration, insurance. I mean, you as law enforcement should know this better than anybody. Actually, I'd like to know your city manager's name and information, please. And I'd like to know your mayor's information, please. If you're making a traffic stop, I'm not. You're asking for documents I'm not required to have.
Go ahead.
They're dumbfounded. Look at them. They don't know what to do.
But they still trying to fining, criminalizing, do anything that's going to bring hardship on him.
They're engaged in it's called an authoritative stop, and it's illegal minus probable cause. And a police officer can't determine probable cause. It's all illegal.
Look, Mike Durham said, "Why are citizens ID like crack cocaine for bad cops?"
Because they're egomaniacs.
Hey, sir, can I get your business card while we're waiting, please, sir? Can I get your information badge number? Can I get all your information for the record, please? Can I see some? Let's see your driver's license, please.
Wow.
Illegal
detainment.
Okay, so listen. Hold on. They have absolutely no authority whatsoever. He hadn't committed a crime. They might as well be in Girl Scout uniforms. They have less power than that, actually. So they're giving him commands and put your hands out of your pockets. Man, please. They are absolutely operating outside the scope of their authority. Every second he's there, he's ticking the clock on the money they owe him. That's ridiculous what they're doing.
Holding him on the side of the road against his will over a goddamn bicycle.
The fact that their lights are on, he's technically under arrest. It's called a authoritative stop. He's technically under arrest, but not committed a crime.
Wow.
What do we do now?
And we only 5 minutes in. We still got like 9 minutes.
Wow. We'll be here. We'll be on here till Friday. That's what's up.
So it's interesting to see how this is going to develop right here.
No,
Yeah.
we did. Now it's just well, I saw him riding there on the bicycle lane, but it's not a bicycle.
Yeah, yes, it is, sir.
Electric, so I wasn't sure if it was electric or gas powered. So it has no license plate as well.
It does no requirements for license plates for private bicycles, sir. Actually, I have the law right here. I don't know why you'd need to figure anything else out.
Wow.
I have something right here in Oregon. I would never go out not knowing my rights or laws.
Oh.
That would be bad of me. Bad citizen.
What's this guy's name?
This video is being shown off of Facebook from Vicky Dozer Tattoo. The cameraman, I have no idea who it is. It just says man being harassed by cops. Who's our law?
His name is Mister, is what his name is.
Who's our law codes and puts cops to shame?
Goodbye. Beautiful. They're wow.
Shout outs, Wake Up America and Resist. Have a good night, brother. Thank you for the donations. Have a good night. See you later.
Good night.
Bicycle with engine on it.
Oh, as well, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the bottom of the ticker tape, shout outs to ID 88 and Corporation Doctrine 88. He comes up, he gives the spill on the videos that we watch from a legal perspective, and trust me, it's on point. So, he's pretty sharp. He's on top of his game. I got his information up there too. You need to go over there to his channel and see the things that he's been through. He's been through a lot of things, and if you guys are interested, y'all make sure y'all go over there and check him out.
That'd be swell.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
It's not a moped, sir. It's a scooter. A moped has got a gas engine.
I like this guy.
He was going pretty slow.
It doesn't go fast and intense, sir. I mean, it's electric. Were you in hot pursuit?
That was a good one right there. Like,
play it again, brother. Play it again. Wow.
Why no bicycles, like a bicycle with an engine on it?
It's got no engine, sir.
Or BMWs, mopeds.
It's not a moped, sir. It's a scooter. A moped has got a gas engine.
I'm gonna be a couple minutes.
Scooter,
Take the lead for me.
I got you.
No. He was going pretty slow.
Wow.
It doesn't go fast and intense, sir. I mean, it's electric. Were you in hot pursuit?
You might as well drop the B word after saying that.
Isn't that like a UFO?
Wow.
Awesome. All right. Well,
Wow.
We're having paperwork on this.
Right here, sir. I actually did.
Is that for that bicycle itself?
When I bought it privately, it doesn't come with paperwork for bicycles.
I appreciate your time, Deputy.
I didn't.
Wow. Wow.
I didn't even identify myself, so you already knew who I was, and you made this.
Wow. That's retaliatory. Wow.
Deputy knows who you are.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, sir, of course.
That's how I know your last name.
Well, sir, see, the thing is,
I knew who you were when I pulled up, right?
with all due respect, I would never come out here if I was
Back at you, Renetta.
unlawful or illegal, sir. Actually, the cop actually already pulled me over, Mr. Piercy, and I got that on tape. I just sent that forward because officers keep harassing me for some reason. Obviously, the memo is not going out.
Okay.
So.
Well, he's a deputy. We're city officers.
Yeah, I know who you are, sir. Yeah, I know. You're actually, isn't county a little above your little thing here?
So county controls county.
Wow. Hey, Renetta, thanks for subbing. I saw you hit that up today.
Like your name, your badge number, driver's license, maybe insurance registration for your cruiser. Make sure you're legit.
So I'm Officer Martinez.
Okay.
Police Department.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license?
I have to show you my driver's license.
You sure about that?
Personal information.
You sure about that?
So you're sitting here asking me for something that's personal.
Because I believe you were committing a violation in the state of Oregon, in the streets of state of Oregon.
So you believe that? You believe that before you checked with an officer to see what the actual law is?
Wow.
I believe it's a violation.
You believe. So can I ask you a question? So even if the violation was invalid, but you believed it to be valid, and you pulled me over and did an invalid stop technically because of your own belief that it was valid, that stop's still legit.
So are you telling me that I didn't stop?
No, I'm asking you a question.
What I told you was I believe the stuff was valid.
Okay? Even if it's invalid, but because of your own belief it's valid, so you made a stop.
Okay, so listen.
That bastardizes the whole arrest.
I informed you, and I gave you the opportunity to
Here.
tell me, right?
Yeah.
To inform me, right? Because we're here to inform each other.
Right.
Okay. I didn't just come up here and just start demanding stuff and ignore what you were saying, right?
But technically, this is
agree?
this is harassment, and I'm actually scared for my life, which I'm forced to answer questions.
Would you agree, right?
I'm agreed that I'm scared for my life, sir, and you have your hand next to your gun. Well, technically, I don't have to answer any questions, sir. Am I under arrest?
So you're not under arrest.
Am I free to go?
Okay. So at this point, based on what the deputy said,
Yes, sir.
and what he followed up with you. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Actually,
This is a level futile.
make sure it was
He
legit.
told me you went in, and he told me you
Yes,
followed
sir.
up with you.
I actually
Okay,
have that
so-
on tape. Yes, sir.
All right, so both. Okay. I confirmed with the deputy. Okay.
Yeah.
You weren't complying with me. Did not provide me with any documentation showing this is a month with so much electricity going underneath that seat, right? Right?
Sir, I was ready to help you understand that this is an electric scooter. You came and asked me for documents I wasn't even supposed to provide you.
Wow.
You were willing to escalate this stop regardless.
So, escalate. By law, I have to ask you for the documentation. I can't just assume, right?
Well,
you can't assume anything.
You told me you made the stop based off a presumption stop.
No, I did not. Okay. So,
Wow.
That being said, you're not answering any questions.
Am I required to, sir? Am I required to answer questions?
Initially, you were because I stopped you lawfully. Okay. So I believe you committed a violation. Okay. Now that I confirm.
I'm going to stop with the cops. I want you to listen to this.
That's fine. So, with the deputy, what you told me. Okay.
Okay. Can you say this one more time for my witness, please? Okay. So Phil, I got pulled over because these cops said that they didn't know what the rights are for me to ride my electric scooter. No one talked to them about the fact that electric scooters don't require license, registration, insurance. I want to document that these two officers just pulled me over without checking any state laws and harassed me. We just document this because it's the fourth stop in the last 5 weeks. So I just want you to be on the phone to let these officers finish up with what they're going to finish up before I place them under citizen's arrest and ask them.
That's what's up.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Is there anything else?
So thank you for advising me that is a scooter. Not a
now, can I get some information so we could go contact the mayor? Oh no, sir. No, I already told the last officer, Mr. Piercy, what it was.
So is it a bicycle or a scooter?
It's a bicycle.
So you just told your friend it's a scooter.
It's an electric scooter. E-bikes, sir. According to Oregon law, e-bikes are considered.
Wait, hold on. I heard a lot of keys and highs. What I miss?
Man, he's beat them if they stole something, brother. Man.
So they got into something they didn't really want to get into, huh?
Oh, hey, man, they thought it was a pickle, but it was actually a jalapeno they're biting into.
So real quick, what happened? What I missed?
He was first of all, he had that snide remark about it only goes 10 miles an hour. Was y'all in hot pursuit, right? Lit him up on that one. And then they said some cop explaining stuff, and he wanted them to repeat it so his witness could hear it. You know, he's got him on the phone. And so he's breaking down, and he said the officer knew his name without identifying him, which automatically shows retaliation. I mean, he's lighting them up, man. This is a walk of shame cop bit slapping 101.
How did he identify me? When he ran his tags or something?
He knew his name. He doesn't have tags. He's on a bicycle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right?
He got the bicycle.
Right. He called him on it though.
Like you said, it's a retaliatory stop.
It's a retaliatory stop for sure, and also illegal arrest and detainment for what? He didn't commit a crime. He's on a bicycle. Come on, man. He's got little streamers on it with ice cream bells. Ring, 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 ring. They got to pull him over like that.
So it's a bigger reason, but they it's a bigger reason why they messing with him. But they
I know 100%. Oh, absolutely.
Bullshit. They trying to get him off of some bullshit. Shout out Jack.
Jack's in the house.
They're bicycles. Bicycles don't require helmets. We got into that. And bicycles don't require license, registration, insurance. That's why when you make a stop.
I just wanted to confirm.
Thank you, sir.
Bicycles, okay? Because my bicycle definition is somebody.
Yeah. I'm just going by Oregon definition. So
is that an Oregon definition? Can I see that?
Yeah, that's what this is actually for you guys. Here you go, sir.
Okay.
All right, I'm letting them open up the law, so the officers are opening up the law.
Wow.
Okay, so we're at the top. Okay. This is in Oregon, electric. So defines electric bike as a bicycle. Okay. So sir does not exceed 1,000 watts, which is Mr. Adam's seen that this is 864 watts. It doesn't go over 24. Actually, this doesn't even go over 15 miles an hour. Okay. But the limit is 24 miles an hour.
Okay.
So, and I showed the officer last time, even the helmet. So last time he pulled me over for the helmet. Okay. So I actually said I'm exempt from helmet laws, but I will wear a helmet.
The helmet,
as a courtesy.
First.
Well, actually, I even included the exemption for the helmet.
So
wow.
It says, so bicycle that has 2 or 3 fully functional pedals equipped with a motor that does not exceed 1,000 watts.
So where's the pedals?
We took it out from the front, sir. And we just use it.
Come here.
Yeah.
Where exactly are the pedals and where's the chain?
They were mounted right here.
Where is the chain?
Huh? All this was taken out just so I can use this electric bike.
I'm trying to believe you. I'm working with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
So he did some work on it. He took some things out. He took the chain out and the pedals so it could be more comfortable to the fitting of the electric contraption that he has hooked to it, right?
What he was doing was he's playing for his children and his grandchildren's college. What he's doing right this very second. Hey, man, we were talking the other day, talking about our G5s, right? That's what he's doing right here. He's talking about his G5 too. He wants to race with us.
Functional pedals. Does
Yeah.
this have functional pedals?
It did, sir. Yes, sir.
It doesn't have it now.
Oh, are you still there? It doesn't have it now, but it's still electric scooter.
So it doesn't apply.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It has
For it,
functional pedals, right?
for it not to apply for the helmet law, but it's still electric
No, the
scooter.
helmet is separate.
Okay, can I call your supervisor so we could actually pull up the law on electric
I'll
scooter?
tell you what.
Wow.
Supervisor comes in at 2. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna call him out early because.
Okay. Can I get your information so I could call him today,
So,
please?
Here's the first one.
Hey, sir, you ready to copy this number down? Yeah.
Wow.
So we wait till Tuesday. Any way you could go and check the law on electric scooters all overall, please? So at 2 o'clock we can have a.
But I confirm with the deputy. And I'll recheck it.
Because at 2 o'clock we're gonna have a meeting with your mayor.
That's fine. You can.
It's a very psychological thing that's happening here.
And that was pretty much the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen.
That was probably the best dressed down I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was a smooth one right there.
Absolutely. Never raised his voice. Never was respectful. Even called him sir when he didn't have to. But then he completely 100% undressed them. 100%. Stripped every authority. They layer by layer. He was toying with them. And so, wow.
Hey, so look, I know you want to flex your wings a little bit. You ain't really get a chance to get your thing off. You want me to find a video for you real quick or something?
Yeah, give me a snack.
What's the minute range? What's the minute range you want?
4 minutes.
Okay. All right, give me a second. So
Hey.
how you been? Huh?
Hey, brother, let's no, you take care of it. Never mind.
What's going on?
Oh, I was gonna have you pull up that phone call when I was lighting up the
Oh, that one that got like 80,000 views last night?
No, that one too. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mentioned it to him earlier. I told him, that was you that made the phone call.
that was wow. I didn't tell anybody. Yeah, nobody knew. Silly rabbits.
So, but what phone call you talking about?
Hold on, I'm about to show you. Hold up. It's actually 7 minutes, but I'm gonna message it to you. This is for another day, though.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking for a quick video for you real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all sticking around. We got ID88 in the house. Corporation Doctrine 88. He's the information man. I got that text too. Thank you, ID88.
Okay.
All right. So cop drive through. All right. Here we go. Let's try this one right here.
Okay.
So this one is, so it begins. Cops confiscate guns from law-abiding citizen at his home.
Oh, I think I saw this. They're in Boston or something like that.
Really?
I think. Hold on. Play it. Oh, wait a minute.
Once again, Facebook page is Vicky Doza Tattoo.
And I talked to many that 80% lower pistols. One guy will.
These are all opinions.
Mm-hmm.
it has to be settled in court. I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer.
Is there any way I can keep? Is there any way I can keep the comp mag?
Wow.
I think taking my time.
Are you serious? I just bought those.
That's what I'm telling you. This is for the courts to decide. It's not for me to tell me it's illegal because they're trying to. We've done it together.
Where is this? In Florida somewhere?
Now, that's those are the sections that they refer to.
I have no idea. That's the thing about the Facebook videos. They're a little vague. They don't
Sure.
give details as far as location. But it's a 1,000 of them at any given second that you can pull up and be stunned by from the tyranny and corruption.
It's crazy. You have to turn it off sometimes,
Yeah. So what I do is I just make sure I shout out the page.
Sure.
So they get credits and people will go there and you always can go to the page and ask questions.
100%. 100%.
I refer to if you lawyer, you go through them, you file paperwork.
Well, you guys just made a case to tell people not to register their guns.
That's not up to me.
Well, it just sucks because I'm trying to be.
I don't make those laws.
But you did take an oath. You did take an oath.
We all vote.
You guys took an oath. The problem is that this is
to uphold the law, and that's why I'm
of the Constitution.
the Constitution of California.
So the federal Constitution is different.
And
but the problem is that I'm trying to be a law-abiding citizen, and you know, all four of you know that this. You guys know that this. You guys know that this is wrong.
Wow.
That's why you're not going to
I know, but
one of us may disagree with them.
But no. The problem is that the broad spectrum where it's like some people are like, my AR-15 pistols went through just fine, and then there's other people that are like, no, I got my shit confiscated.
Wow.
So, it's like where in the law does it say that this Unsafe Handgun Act happened for this registration to happen? Because prior to July 3rd of 2018, all ghost guns, 80% lowers, had to be registered with the DOJ. You see what I'm saying? So I registered them. If I would have just let them as lowers, then it probably would have went through. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
You registered one.
As he's talking, they handed him the paperwork to sign.
But so here's the thing though. How did they know that he had them? They knew he had them because of the paperwork. So they're searching for him. You know what I mean? They are finding reason to harass this man. How did they know, those city cops? How did they know what weapons he had in his house? You know what I mean? Unless they were fishing. Okay, and he had the citation ready. Come on, man. Wow.
That's crazy. I mean, could they have gotten the information from where he purchased them from?
But that's what I'm saying. It's not like if he purchased them, you and I go get receipts every day. It's not like they put them on Facebook that, hey, he bought this today. They have to look for that. You know what I mean? When you buy a firearm, they don't report it to the FBI. It's just.
That's what I'm saying. Could they got some type of connection with the where they purchased it at? Like, getting some type of information on who's buying this, who's buying that.
Oh my. Man, if they did, wow. Without a warrant, that's where do I start? I mean, yes, he probably did get snitched on.
Yeah, she might say dude got snitched on.
Or they're looking for him. They are looking for reasons to fight. They're harassing the man. They're terrorizing him, actually. How do they know that he got a firearm in the last 24 hours? There's no way that they would know that unless it's on some kind of list, or watch list. As you and I both know, those happen all the time.
Right.
Wow.
So I registered 4.
I have one that you registered in 2018, June 20.
Wait a minute. Resistance level is futile. She said you got to get a warrant to get a receipt.
So yes. It's like you have to get a warrant. You can't dig somebody. You can't dig to somebody's trash. You have to have a reason why. You can't just peep into somebody's personal life. You can't. Wow. Like fingerprints. Have you ever been fingerprinted before? If there wasn't a warrant, they fingerprinted you. It's just like them getting your identification. Wow. Sick.
Zero caliber. So the moment you put an upper on it, it becomes an assault weapon. Unless the only way you can build this and own this one, and we're not asking to see it. I'm just letting you know for your reference.
But they're fixed mat. But
well, you're not letting me talk.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm a little flustered.
We're leaving, so you're not.
Damn. I apologize too.
Wow, he don't even want to explain, all because he made a little interruption. He don't
Hey,
even want to explain because you know
he
what?
called them on it.
Yeah.
But my question is this though: how would they even know to go and look for his modifications on his firearm? And see, here's the thing, right? Firearm.
That can show his
yeah,
he
but
got stuff to him.
But here's the thing, brother. They don't have the authority to take his property from him because it's personal protection, not a firearm. It's not a gun. It's his personal protection, which is protected by the Second Amendment. Your constitutional rights can be taken from you. The state didn't give them. The state can't take them, right? So it's all they go by words. Well, you have a firearm. No, I don't. This is my personal protection. Felon or not, you have the right to protect yourself and your property. You have a gun. Yeah. Chew on that.
I'm serious. I apologize. I really do. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
That one, if you did not build it,
You have to have a warrant to go to somebody's trash.
California, you're found in possession of that, you will live there.
Hold on. Say it one more time. I'm really sorry.
That lower you purchased and you legally registered. If you built it as anything other than a featureless rifle, that's an assault weapon. And if you're found in possession of it, it's a felony.
Okay.
Even if it has bullet holes, it has to.
But the problem is that
Other than features.
but we can't make AR-15 pistols featureless because of the overall length.
Make AR pistols, period, today. Period.
Wow.
Did it start today or?
January 1st, 2016.
Still wait.
Hey Kenny, it's hold on. Hey, real fast, brother. Kenny has a good question. He's asking, a felon can possess a legal firearm? No, a felon cannot possess a legal firearm, but a felon can have personal protection. That's the situation. No, he cannot possess a legal firearm.
Personal protection. That's just on the grounds of what he owns, like his own property.
Words have meaning in law. Vehicle, car, right? Vehicle, car, firearm, personal protection. They can't take your personal protection. They can't regulate your personal life. They can only regulate things like for example, your vehicle, because it's a vessel engaged in commerce. That's the way the government can legally have any kind of jurisdiction in there, right? So if you have a firearm, well, that's a technical term which they can regulate. If you have personal protection, how could they possibly have going to court and something personal from you? It's a violation of the take clause of the Fifth Amendment. It's a fine. Deep. It's a fine, $5 million.
Shout outs, go along, get along, big friends.
And that's it. There's lots to read through, believe me. I read.
I know. We already.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm not a lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer either.
I'm not here to argue the point.
I know, but you guys.
I'm just telling you what's on the books today and what we get.
I know, but you guys are the ones that are coming over here to say that you uphold the law, right? And so you should know.
Right.
But the 2016 one,
you were doing the right thing. You're trying to do the right thing. You have no criminal history.
Yeah.
We're just going to take it. We're not going to pay.
I can't keep the con mag.
We can't keep it.
So Denise.
Oh, gentlemen. Oh, business cards, please.
Shout out to me.
All four, please.
This is my report.
Okay.
This is my report, and then my report.
I know all you guys are here though.
Yeah, this is my.
Doesn't matter. He gets all their identification.
Unfortunately, because the guns already
That's odd too. That's weird. I understand you guys have to deal with people that suck. I got it. There's people that are really, it's like I'm nervous, obviously,
And most people are not going to register.
and that's well, it does say not to be infringed, but
Wow. Yep. Great point.
We really can't clearly determine why they taking the guns because we haven't seen it from the beginning. But this is crazy. If he's, able to have guns, he's licensed to keep guns or whatever, they should not be messing with him.
Quit using the word guns and call it personal protection. He has the right to do that. The Second Amendment says you have the right to bear arms, right? Well, just personal protection. You have the right to protect your house. Okay. You call it a gun or a firearm, then they can regulate it, right? You have a driver's license, you're speeding, you are engaged in some kind of commerce. No, sir. I'm traveling in my car. I have the right to travel free and unencumbered. I have a personal protection in my home, protected by the Second Amendment. How are you even coming to my home? Fourth Amendment says you cannot. You see, you have to light them up like that previous video. But you have to know it. If you don't know it, you can't articulate it, you can't complain it.
It's all about how you say it.
100,000%. Words have meaning in law.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome, Mike. It's like I'm trying to be my neighbors are probably like, oh great, look at this, the guy with tattoos, it's all nice. Now he has all these fucking cops down at his house.
Yep.
It's like
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, gentlemen. Have a good day.
Wow. They just seized his property. Wow. That opens up a whole different kind of worms. They seized the man's property. They came to his home and seized his property. It's a taking clause violation of the Fifth Amendment. And that's a fine between $5 and $15 million. It's not a court where you have to go to court and decide. No. 5 to 15 mil. Off the rip.
And that's when you don't see pretty often. You don't see.
Oh, no. It's hard. It's hard to, from the police perspective, you don't see them come to your house and get it, but to able to articulate that claim, it's very, very strict. And what it does is it strips the state of its immunity. But there's a two-pronged test to it. It has to be something the state says they have immunity to do, like come to your house and take your stuff. Also, they have to, and this just changed in December 21st of 2020, by the way. Okay, and so there's I think it was Anderson Adams or something like that. But it's a very, very strict scrutiny on how you're able to implement that taking clause of the Fifth Amendment. Okay, they have to take your property and sell it without sharing in the compensation, and that's huge. And that's between $5 and $15 million fine. That's a fine.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And so here's the thing: grab it. Taking somebody's money. You're taking this police officer's money. You're taking because they get bonuses and stuff, which is actually an oxymoron. They get bonuses and stuff from the Department of Justice and the FBI for arresting and keeping the public safe. They get all these grants. I would challenge you to go to your local police department and demand their open records. And you'll be surprised how much money they have. All these grants they get yearly for production and all these kind of things, right? That's why you have no remorse when you go after their surety bonds or you sue them in court for $7,700 an hour because they have the money. They have the money.
Kenny Powers, he says, TR and myself are from Boston. Different laws?
Hey, so all states are immune, okay? So or not they're sovereign. They're sovereign. All states are sovereign. That's why there's only 10 quote unquote amendments in the Bill of Rights, and there's all of these states that have different laws. Like in California, you can smoke marijuana, but you can't in Texas because the states kind of are able to do their kind of own thing. And the only time the federal government gets involved, because they don't have time to sit there and regulate states. They're supposed to know the law. That's what we pay you guys to do, right? They don't want to have to step in because they're trying to run the country. The only time the feds can get involved in an individual purpose is if it's a civil rights violation and it happens to happen in color of law. Period. Otherwise, they can't come in. Okay, but when they do come in, it's very strict scrutiny, like we were talking about. I don't hear your problems. Was it under the color of law? Was it a constitutional violation? That's all we need to know. And so then you know the reverse of that, right? Well, wait a minute. My Constitution says I can do this. How can you take that from me? It takes an act of Congress to take your constitutional rights from you. An act of Congress.
Okay.
Yep, I light them up.
So, smoking weed in the state of Texas is not allowed.
No, sir. Nope, sure not. No, you get arrested for it. Well, if you police officers arrest people for it. It's not technically illegal though. It's not a crime. Real fast though. Real fast. This is something I'm gonna beat it to death. Okay. In order for a crime to occur, there has to be an injury to a person, damage to property, or a felony in the presence of a police officer. That's it. And when they charge you for the crime, they have to have the guilty mind, the guilty act. There has to be a victim, and the totality of those is also the crime, right? But there has to be an injured party. That's corpus delicti, okay? And they have to have all four of them, not just one of the four. All four of them have to be there. And then they have to prove you meant to do it maliciously. How can they prove what your mindset is if you don't tell them? The guilty act does not mean the guilty mind. So when they say on your indictment, so I've heard, I've never been indicted before, that you intentionally and knowingly, that bastardizes and invalidates the whole charge. How do you know what I did? How do you know what I intentionally did? You don't know that. And so I didn't tell you. So how are you putting me in jail for something I intentionally, knowingly did, and you can't prove it?
Right.
Please.
So in the state of they haven't decriminalized marijuana.
No, sir. No, sir. They're making too much money from it.
So it's an arrestable offense if you get caught smoking weed.
This kid in Allen, Texas, which is right outside of Dallas, Smith was his last name, he was at a mall and he was smoking a joint. These two cops came at him. They didn't realize that he was schizophrenic. He started having an episode. They arrested him. They took him to Collin County Jail. They thought he was being non-compliant, but he's actually having a schizophrenic episode. The brother's a little bit overweight. They strapped this man down to a gurney, a steel gurney. They put a strap over his forehead, one over his chest, one over his stomach, and they restrained him. Then they pepper sprayed him, and they put a spit mask on him and left him alone. That kid was dead in 15 minutes.
Was he in a cafeteria at the time?
No, sir. That was in Little Elm. He was at a mall, outside of a mall, smoking a joint. Okay, and the cops were like, "Oh," and they arrested him, which is not. He didn't commit a crime.
You gotta find that video for me.
Yeah, it was all inside the jail. The jails didn't release it forever, even to the family. Okay, so I found out what happened. I found out what happened. The details on how they put the reason why he asphyxiated. Well, because he was on his back, and they strapped him down where he couldn't move, and then they pepper sprayed him, and then they put a mask over his face. Okay, and he was overweight, so when he was laying on his back, it's harder for him to breathe on your back when you're overweight, right? That's why people snore. Well, he couldn't fully expand his chest, and throw in the pepper spray and put a spit mask on him. They murdered that kid. They murdered that man, and I called him on it to his face.
Yeah. ID88. ID88. I'm gonna have to shut you down real quick because that timer just went off.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, we gonna have to do it over again, maybe tomorrow or something.
All right.
We'll probably prep and put a special program together. How about that body cam footage you just spoke about with the guy?
I'll find it. Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. He's 23 years old. He died for smoking a joint.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, sir. 23 years old.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We got ID88. He came in late, but he still came in great, dropping gems. Shout outs to Incorporation Doctrine 88. That's my man. Thanks for coming through once again, bro.
Love you, brother.
It's the resistance.
Appreciate all y'all. Netta Williams, the queen from Winton, Arkansas. She is back on. She is back on with YouTube. Paul Joseph says pathetic baiting LEOs. Well, Paul Joseph, if you got a problem with what I do, be a man. And we can end this segment with you coming out, airing your grievances. I bet he won't, y'all. I bet he won't. This is all they do. Keyboard warriors. This is all they do. They want to bitch and moan about what the next man does. I be damned. "30 years on the goddamn job." Anyway, shout out to all my loyal resistors. Resistant level is feudal. Kenny Powers. Grab it hard. Dragging that transparency. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check Dragging That Transparency out. She got some juice. Go along, get along, big friends, my man. Appreciate y'all. I see y'all. The gang is all here.
Have you ever felt?
You.
Are you listening? Damn.
Shona Smythe.
Yeah.
Wake up, America, and resist. Jack.
Yeah.
Mike Durham.
Yeah.
Paul Joseph.
Wow. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. Retired sergeant and deal with guys like you that are ungrateful. MLK would be disgusted. Wow. Say this, and this is my opinion, Paul Joseph. MLK helped you guys out more than he helped us, I believe. Okay? I really believe that MLK drove us into ass whoopings for at least 20 years. So, Paul Joseph, that don't mean nothing to me. You guys are the biggest criminals. Wait a minute. They're the biggest criminals in the country ever since it started. You can't tell me shit. And I know you're a tyrant. How about that? Are you a tyrant, Paul Joseph? I bet you are, you cold-blooded piece of shit. Go ahead, ID88.
Hey, Paul Joseph, you volunteered to do that job, brother. We don't owe you any kind of gratitude. You volunteered to do that, and we paid you to do your job. So don't expect any applause. It doesn't work that way. Sorry.
Ungrateful.
Please. I don't owe you anything.
What are you talking about? You worked for us for 30 years, you piece of shit.
So here we go. You ready, Mr. Paul Jones? So you had a fiduciary duty to uphold the Constitution, okay? And since you were a benefactor of a public trust, you are amenable to that public trust per your constitutional oath that you swore to uphold. When you do not do that, you're violating your constitutional oath, and you lose your qualified immunity because you're no longer acting as agent of the government. So don't get it twisted.
He talking about you don't get peace by creating hostile environment. What have y'all been doing? What have y'all been doing at car stops, walking up on groups of men for years in the urban neighborhood? Fuck, you don't come at me with that bullshit, Paul Joseph. You're a piece of shit, and you've been a piece of shit, and you're mad that we're exposing you as a piece of shit.
Hey, Paul Joseph, let me give you the 5 ways that traffic tickets are unconstitutional. It's the state against the individual, which cannot happen. There's a fine amount associated with that quote-unquote crime. That's a due process violation. It cannot happen. You didn't have probable cause for warrantless arrest to pull him over because you can't determine probable cause as a cop. That throws it out. You lose your qualified immunity. You lose your surety bond, okay? You don't have a chance to they're forcing you to go to court. They're forcing the acts of a criminal without a conviction. That's a Fifth Amendment violation. I can go on and on and on. I hate cops.
He don't want it. You don't really want to talk about it because if he was a man and he upheld the Constitution or the oath that he took, he would come up here and talk about it.
Hey, Paul Jones, how many of your fellow officers did you arrest?
Warrior in a goddamn chat. Okay? What education do you have? We know your education wasn't through the roof to be a police officer. We know that, goddammit. You worry about my education. I expose cops like you.
Hey, Paul Joseph.
Pieces of shit tyrants like you.
Resistance, hold up. Hey, Paul Joseph, I want you to give me any kind of legal rap blast what I just said to you. Give me a law.
He said he would love to come up. I just put the link up. Paul Joseph.
Yes, sir.
Retired sergeant.
It'll be good. Come on up.
I put it up there. You come on up. It's in the chat. Hit the link. Stop keyboard worrying.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Let's go. You want to debate, and we'll keep it nice and smooth. I won't even say nothing. I'll be mediator, moderator. Say what you got to say.
Yeah. Hey, this is all me.
My man ID88 handle you.
Please.
Dress you up real quick. Why so hostile? Yeah, come on up. Like I said, I'm mediator. I got nothing to talk about. Why so hostile? Because you come in here talking that bullshit.
Hey, I'm not being hostile. I'm in a good mood eating peanut butter and M&Ms. I can't wait to talk to you.
Are you listening?
Listen, don't deflect, Paul Joseph. This is how it's going to go. When we handle stuff over here, we handle it the right way. I'm not even talking to you right now, for real, because you in the chat. But if you come up, you want to air your grievances about what goes on the resistance platform, huh? You want to go back and forth? You want to debate? My man ID88 is waiting for you. He'll dress you right on up. I'm telling you. All that you got to say, be a man, hit the lane. You won't come up, retired sergeant of 30 shitty years of being a tyrant. Ain't no such thing as a good cop. You ask an officer about impeding traffic, now he want to go into a video. Come on, we not doing that.
Hold on, wait, resistance, hold on. Hey, Mr. Joseph, impeding traffic's not a crime. It's an infraction. What right did you have to pull him over? Who was the victim? Where was the injured party? Where was the damage to property? Where was the probable cause for a warrantless arrest? What's the exigent circumstances? Hey, you know exactly where I'm. Come on in. Hey, come in. You and I can have a discussion. I'll be here all night. We can have a discussion about it. Maybe you'll teach me something.
Listen, he got PM. He thought, is that the best? Is that the best you got? You go off of
rebut them. Rebut them.
Go off of one single video. Say you ask an officer about impeding traffic. He was doing his job, not even doing anything wrong. I'm gonna show y'all the video he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see if he was
resistance. Hey, hold on a second, real quick. He was doing his job. His job is to uphold the Constitution and enforce the law, not some city ordinance or code. What law did that man break? If he broke a law, there has to be a complainant. There has to be an injured party. There has to be an
officer. No, listen.
I know that. I know. But here we go. Real quick though. If he's doing his job is to uphold the Constitution and uphold the law. The law says if you're going to detain and arrest somebody, you have to have a complaining party with a sworn affidavit and a sworn complaint and proof of injury. I guarantee you that was happening on some traffic stop. Nice try.
I'm about to pull the video up. I'm finding it right now. We're going to show this video that he talking about. I'm so glad. What's his name? What's this dude's name?
Mr. Jones, Paul Jones.
Sergeant Tyrant Paul Joseph. I'm so glad you came in here. You just, extended the content. I appreciate you. I'm about to find the video you talking about. And we're going to have everybody that's in the chat right now give a poll on how they feel about it.
Wow.
Since you want to talk, I have no problem showing my content, buddy.
Hey, hold on. Wait, resistance. Hold up. The man did have the nerve to say he was a sergeant, so we'll give him a little bit of props for that. Okay, we'll give him the props. He came in his retired official capacity.
Now disrespectful though. He a little disrespectful.
We're just gonna remind him why he was a public servant, and we're the public.
Here's the video right here. Hold up. This guy. You tell me if this wasn't a goofy cop. It's actually two of them.
Wow.
You tell me this wasn't a goofy cop right here. I'm pulling the second one up so I can get right to it.
Hey, Paul Joseph, we don't have to get your name right. You have to get our name right. You're the public servant, not us. Don't forget that.
What are you talking about? Get his name right for what?
Okay. No, it's okay. Let him cop explain his way.
You ain't nobody. Ain't nobody over here. Get your
John,
name.
hey, I got this. Let the man speak. I got this. Please, don't you pick on my brother and expect you to get away with that. Come on, man. Ask me those questions.
Paul Joseph, this the cop you talking about right here? Paul Joseph?
That's your boyfriend?
Is that who you talking about? Because we can play this video right now. They ain't got nothing to say. So I'm gonna play this video right here.
Okay.
So you're telling me that you don't have to move this car and you don't have to call a supervisor? You telling me you don't need to call a supervisor if I request for one? Is that what you're telling me, officer? Can you identify yourself, please? Officer, may you identify yourself, please? Can you identify yourself, please? That's the first law that fell right there.
You have a nice day.
Would you please
move?
move?
I'm going to get into what I need to do.
I'm asking you to please request. Thank you, officer.
And then we got this one right here.
Good God. Wow.
We got this one right here. Sorry for the delay, but he said this is not the video anyway. So,
hey, Mr. Jones, hey Paul, you picked the right day to call, Mr. Joseph. You picked the right day to call.
Mr. Joseph,
hey Joseph, I hope we get extra I hope we got extra starch in your pants because you're gonna need it. I promise.
Here we go again. Look at this goofball backing up for no reason. Look at him. You see him pull up. He said, "I'm gonna leave you." Last video, he said, "I'm gonna leave you because I'm gonna go on about my day," because he was, being condescending the way he was talking to me, and pulled off. Now this goofball is backing up. Yeah, we know Paul Joseph is not the video. I heard what you said. I'm going to keep the facts straight, but you need to come with your receipts. If you're going to talk about something, get your facts straight, come with the receipts. I'll play the video. What video are you talking about?
Paul Joseph, I want to ask you a question. I want you to give me the legal definition of obstruction of justice, please.
Yeah, retired sergeant of 30 years.
You're impeding traffic, officer. You are impeding traffic. That's a violation, officer. Could you please request your supervisor, please? Okay.
Watch this.
Come on, officer. You need to get that car out the way. You're in the tow zone.
I hope you have fun.
You're in the tow zone, please. Please, yes, you will. Law-abiding citizen.
He just threatened me, talking about he'll see me one day. Did you hear that shit?
Oh, whoa. No, he didn't. Who threatened you? This Joseph kid? This Joseph guy did?
No, this officer right here on the video.
Hey, Paul Joseph, did you arrest that cop for threatening that citizen? Mr. 30 years saint holier than thou? Curious for your answer.
So he wants me to play the video. First of all, we can play that. Paul Joseph, inbox me. Okay, Sergeant of 30 years, inbox me. We could do this show tomorrow. You could debate with ID88 about it. You could debate with me. Whatever you want to do. But he's talking about the video that I made. I think it's probably about my 5th or 6th video. I was very inexperienced. My whole thing was just exposing police officers. In some ways, I could have went about it a different way. I could have asked more pertinent questions. But when you get out there, it's easier said than done. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? It's easier said than done. So anyway, a lot of people look at me in a bad light from the video that I made in Dudley Station when I was recording the chief of transportation, the chief of police transportation. And at the time, I didn't even know who he was.
Let me ask you a question. Let me stop you real quick. Why are you apologizing to your employee for the way you treated him? If you didn't threaten him, you didn't take some money from him. He's a public servant. That's part of the job. I waited tables for 26 years.
No. You definitely speaking right about that. But at the same time, at the same time, I'm very confrontational when I record.
Oh, did you hurt their feelings? So they get their feelings hurt? They got their feelings hurt?
Their feelings always get hurt. Their feelings always get hurt. But sometimes, for my sake, because everybody always say, "Oh, if you don't get arrested, then you did it for nothing." Not true. But for my sake, sometimes I gotta think for myself to not get arrested. This particular situation at the time, I didn't know who the chief was. I was just recording cops.
It's not your job to know. It's not your job to know.
Shit. And I knew they was pieces of shit. And it was like my fourth or fifth video. Very inexperienced at the time. But Paul Joseph, you don't know that. And I laugh at everybody who shot this video up to almost 300,000 views because it's like my training day. You know how Denzel gets recognized for training day more than he does for Malcolm X? That's how that's how this video is. And hey, I'm cracking the fuck up because
Resistance. Let me stop you real fast, brother, man. Okay, just real quick. Hey, Mr. Paul Joseph, in the clinical application of law, what law did he break when he made the video that you're talking about? What law did he break?
Now he's just coming at me because he know that I don't like police. And it's the truth. I don't like police. I think you guys are criminals. Okay? You do piece of shit stuff. And that's just the truth. So he tried to say I'm just hating on police and trying to understand. He says he's trying to understand what my take on it was. Well, my take on it was this. I still believe that Dudley Station is unsafe. I think safety should be a priority. I might not have directed it the way you think I should have directed it to the police officers. You might not have thought I should have kept recording that chief, but I kept recording him. Also, ladies and gentlemen, he was in Sean Ellis's Netflix movie, Trial 4. Real quick clip of that chief was in that. He was in that movie, Trial 4. With Sean Ellis. But
okay, but hold on real fast, my brother. Hey, what crime is baiting? I want you to explain to me what code and statute that breaks. Baiting. What legal term does that mean? Baiting. Yeah. I want you to legally define the word baiting for me, Paul Joseph. Please, I'll be quiet. I want you to tell me the legal definition of baiting and who's the injured party by you baiting somebody. What is a proof of injury when you bait somebody? Okay, I want you to tell me what law is broken when you bait somebody. I want you to tell me how you're going to criminalize somebody's speech. I'm going to hear it. I'll be quiet now.
And I'm not beneath baiting. I swing all over that pole. I have no problem with baiting. I'm going to tell you why. You are a public servant.
Thank you.
You're supposed to be like them dudes in front of in London. You know them dudes with them
professional.
With the chin strap and they stand up straight. They look like toy soldiers and shit. Motherfuckers be walking right in front of them and they don't even flinch or move. That's how you're supposed to handle the public. You're supposed to be competent enough to not let anything bother you, especially baiting. How did you know what the LEO is there for? How did you know? It doesn't matter what the LEO is there for. If you're there and my camera's out, I'm recording. I don't care what he was there for. It doesn't matter to me.
Can I correct something really fast, my brother?
I record police.
Let me correct something with Mr. Paul Joseph. You are being that cop for 30 years. You believe that that we owe you some kind of gratitude or debt of gratitude. You volunteered to do that. You think that we have to respect you. That's not how that works. You think that we have to bow down or show deference to a law enforcement official. That's not how the law works, my brother. I'm sorry, it just does not. That is a distorted cop splitting view of what the law is. But I eat cops like that for lunch. Please.
Listen, man. Hold on for a minute. He said I never said that. You ain't saying nothing for real, because you ain't never hit the link. I'm done with you. If you're not gonna hit the link, this conversation is over with.
Let him talk to me.
Conversation. He can come up and hit the link, and he can talk about it. If he come up, we can even go over video. Okay, you can say stop right there. That's what I don't like, Mr. Resistance. I don't like what you did right there. We can go over.
Man. Oh, you don't like him. Don't like it. Him a scaredy guy. He want to go back in front of his gun. The hell out of here.
Man.
You're talking to grown men here, brother. Please.
Wow. All right, I guess he's not hitting it. Listen, that was a waste of time.
You see my name. You see my name, Paul Joseph. You can email me. You can message me. I challenge your knowledge of the law. I really do. I want you to tell me what crime it is to bait somebody.
He don't want no smoke. That's why he keep typing in the chat.
Wow. You're lucky I don't live in Boston. You're lucky I live in Boston. I would have had your pension. I would have had your pension. I would have had definitely your surety bond. You would have had me my other Lamborghini. You guys are ridiculous. I eat cops like lunch.
I was just about to say, Paul Joseph, finish eating your crackers and cheese. It's late. Time for bed.
Wow. All children go to bed. This is grown men talking. If you can't have, that's what we do, right? Do what? You're supposed to uphold the law. You're supposed to uphold the law.
He wants to talk about irrelevant stuff. I ain't wasting no time on this cop.
Paul Joseph, hit me up. Incorporation Dr. 88. Hit me up in my messenger. I got something for you. Please. I dare you. I dare you.
Hey, ID, man, I'm going to catch up with you, bro.
Hey, brother, listen, I'll call you in the morning. I'll call you in the morning.
If Sergeant Paul Joseph...
Former Sergeant,
if he inbox me, then we could frame our content around that. And make sure you bring your punk ass up, too.
Hey, Paul Joseph, you know where I'm at. If you want to talk actual law, when you're ready to, when you get your big boy pants, come talk to me.
Jimmy, he said, chill, bro. You got 12 people in. was supposed to cut out. Paul Joseph came in and wanted to extend the content. So it doesn't matter how many people I got in. I got 2 people in here. If I'm running a program, that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to go all the way into the duration. I don't shortchange nobody.
I need to get my cardboard box. I need to break dance to burn off some energy right now. Paul Joseph, I'm waiting for you. I dare you.
Are you listening?
All right, bro. Have a good night.
I'll tomorrow, man.
Shout outs to everybody in the chat. Y'all have a good night, too.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
88. Make sure y'all check him out at his YouTube channel. His information is at the bottom of the ticket tape slide and to the left. Mine as well. Y'all be good.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
you ever felt